Okay. Let's try this again. All right. So, you were saying.
I think the question was, where is soulful house music headed and what part do I want to play in? The part that I want to play in it is to look at what people are, needing in their souls spiritually. The way this world is, there's a lot of depression going on, a lot of sadness, a lot of romantic issues that I have privy to as I am on social media. And you're putting very personal things on social media that I have privy to. So I want to write something like that, that touch people with immediacy. I want real instruments and real musicians playing so that emotion that music needs today. I feel like soulful music needs emotion, and that takes people playing instruments and me writing on topics that are really relevant and real. So I see myself contributing to soulful house music in that way, is just writing relevant, real deal, sort of nitty gritty. I think, for instance, romance needs to come back. People are hiding behind these computers instead of meeting each other. They just through text, and I think that, to get out and hear somebody's voice and look at their face, that's a whole different level of communication that needs to happen. Yeah.
So, what's interesting too is that I don't know that people have felt, I want to say the nerve, I'm trying to think of a better word, or just in other words, like, I feel like now the Facebook page is also a confessions page. And people feel that they do need to express it, and this is the way they can get it out. Whether it's good or bad, I mean, that remains to be seen, not only when they put it out there, or maybe 5 years from now when they go for a job. Who knows? Anyway.
I think people they feel like they want to be understood.
Right.
And it's only one in the world that can relate to what they're saying or what they're feeling at that time. That's what people are seeking after, and understanding, a feeling that they're not alone. And so that's where that comes from. Now, people might be drinking while they're posting. That's the drunken piece. They let the influences. And they become emotional, but they get the feedback or they get pretty beat up on social media too.
Right. That's a very good point you make there about people looking to be understood. They're reaching out, they're saying, this is what I'm feeling, this is what's going on, and what's your reaction? You can get feedback, which is pretty interesting. I think too, to your point, it's a great way to find topics or subjects for a song. Right. Yeah.
And the people open up and say, wow, somebody else in the world is going through what I am. That's a connection that people didn't have maybe 15 years ago, when their social media was really newer, and so there was more social isolation. There is now, but it's different. People are emboldened to say even more than what they would say when they first meet strangers. It's a strange phenomenon. People just open.
Let's talk about other styles of music. Do you listen to and or sing other styles of music?
I sing. I haven't recorded anything, but I listen to R&B, rhythm and blues. I listen to jazz. I love jazz.
Okay.
And I like Brazilian jazz because they incorporate a lot of percussion in their jazz, and there's a lot of samba type changes in that music. So I like this song that makes me relax. It's called A Song for Felon. It's by Felon, Felin, Song for Felon.
Okay.
Celine. It's by Miles Davis and Rasper. Miles Davis and Robert Glasper. Rasper has done so many innovative things with music. Robert Glasper. So I'm listening to his. I have a whole playlist of his stuff. But A Song for Feminine is one of those different kind of off the beaten path type of one styles that I listen to. But yeah, I don't listen to hip hop. Today's hip hop. I don't enjoy it.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. Okay, so let me tell you. You mentioned Brazilian music. So I don't know how I stumbled on it. I guess maybe you know how when you put on one thing on YouTube, something else comes up or whatever that's related to it, or something. If you belong to, you sign up for one thing. Anyway, so as a result of that, you mentioned Brazilian. I've been listening. As a matter of fact, if I want to get some work done and I want music playing, I can't play like the Soulful House. I can't play because I'm just, next thing I know, I'm to the beat and forget about what I was trying to do, especially if it requires any concentration. But I've been listening to Bossa Nova, which is Brazilian. I've been listening to that a lot, put it on nice and low. And I love Bossa Nova. I said, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it just has it's been slow. It's not too fast. It's too loud. There's nothing that jars you in it. It's a nice thing to gather your thoughts on an even level. Yeah, so jazz, things like Brazilian stuff, I love it. All the boxers, all the something.
Now, I'm a hip-hop fan. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you believe at one point we become our parents? What I mean by that is that my parents weren't too particularly fond of my music. And I think, and just from a DJ standpoint, it seems like every generation has their music, and they don't really flow with the music that comes behind them. So are we becoming our parents? That's my question.
In relation to hip-hop type music, I can't say I'm becoming my parents because I've never heard anything like I'm hearing today, and neither have they. It's all new to me. It makes me feel bad in my spirit. I don't feel beautiful as a woman when I listen to hip hop. I feel that there are new ideas that are being expressed, but not with the same values for themselves and the same self-respect and respect for women who have wounds. These youngsters are mumbling. They don't know how to write because they're on the computer and they're mumbling, so they're not reading. They're rapping. It doesn't rhyme, so they're not reading. It's just all of these things come up for me, and I don't take away anything intelligent, something to ponder from the hip hop coming out today. I just feel bad.
Now, is there anyone you would like to sing with or for as a future artist, whether living or not? I mean, keep in mind, Natalie Cole once actually did something with her dad back in the 80s. And I just wonder, is there anybody out there that you would like to do something like duet?
I love the idea of singing with a male vocalist. Lenny Hamilton has a beautiful voice. He's a house music artist, and Kenny Bobby, and I love Kenny Bobby, and singing something with him, you know. Yeah, so these two, Lenny Hamilton and Kenny Bobby, and they have beautiful voices. Like, you know, how can mine fit in there? So, yeah, those two.
Speaking of Kenny Bobby, I just saw him yesterday. He was at the Panel Park in Elizabeth, and they had their third annual house music festival there. So, so you know what? We just put that out in the atmosphere.
Yes, he's out in the booth. There's always there's Aaron, the young man. He's a gospel house artist.
Okay.
Aaron, he's out there too, and he sings Hallelujah. He's a newer artist. Boy, his energy is something else. So if I ever get anything with, I need a couple of Red Bulls just to keep up with him. He praises God in house music with such energy, and it's beautiful to watch him. I feel excited just watching, just in my spirit. So yeah, those kind of artists.
Now, do you write and or produce for you?
All of my music so far. I write all of my music. I live inside my head. And I have an amazing imagination.
Okay.
So the things like the Lavender Smoke song, the Chase, all of those romantic sort of things come up for me in my I record my own vocals because I've learned my voice. I've learned my its strengths and its weaknesses. I understand my mood and the world as it affects me and my ability to deliver. So I record with all of that in mind. I produce only for me right now because I'm too early in the learning stage to put somebody else through my errors in learning. So before I make a mistake on other people's work, I'd rather perfect my production of sound and my production of recorded vocal before I bring somebody else in. So for now, it's just me. I'm going to be opening my own places in order to work in a more expeditious way because the other labels have artists that they also have to cater to. So, being independent, I find my own musicians, I write my own music, and I promote very hard. I do a lot of work behind the scenes. I learned a lot being independent, and I like it.
Yeah. Well, being independent forces you to learn all aspects of the business, too. And it's not just singing.
You have to learn how to make deals.
Yeah, it's the business of it also. And I think a lot of people get into it and they don't understand that this is a business. And the singing is just one aspect of it. But still a lot of stuff has to go on, has to happen. Now,
my ask initially was, I just want to write, and I was excited about everyone that was giving me a track. And I'm over that now.
Okay. Now, let's pretend, things were where you wanted to be. Is there any place that you would like to sing, maybe you dream about, let's say? You'd like to...
No, I was saying some romantic sexy place like Ibiza. What's the man-made island where all the super rich people go? What is it? Where I could get
Dubai.
Dubai. I'd love to go to Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you go to places like that, the situation for me is to have 2 to 4 dancers behind me that will rehearsing the dance teams. I guess the situation is that there is a 4-piece band that is going to stage that we've all become family, and we have a well-oiled engine to give people a show. That is the figure for me that I hope to accomplish. I have no idea how to accomplish it, but I would love that scenario. And plus I can exercise while boogieing, rehearsing for my, So I would love to put on a show, a real show with my dedicated dancers who know my music, and we can just get it to the people. And just execute the whole story. And the choreographed dance as well as the vocal performance, delivery musically. So a full-out show is what I hope to accomplish.
Well, I would say, talking about today's stuff and, say, back in the day stuff, if you go back to some of the stuff, the artists like the Motown era, the 60s, 70s, maybe up to the 80s, there was a whole show. Now, I'm sure if you go to Las Vegas, you can see a show. But now, like, for example, today is the summer jam in Netherlands where they bring all the hip-hop artists. And the hip-hop artists are not really known for having entertainment I'm going to say in the traditional sense of the Temptations or Michael Jackson or Janet Jackson. They're more just with the vocals and stuff like that, the vocals and stuff.
It's more of a superhero approach. The clothing is without giving the yelling of the words, whatever it is they're saying, and it's a different approach. It's just a younger audience.
Yeah. We'll come to it from the standpoint of I'm telling you, I'm going to get a pen and paper and I'm writing down stuff here. A superhero approach. And that's right. I just never thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's just
So what are some of the things you've done in the past?
Oh, I've done shows on Coney Island Boardwalk.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
once actually on the boardwalk, and that's was a risk. I've never done that before, singing in front of people, just walking back, and they make a big circle around you, and there you go, you got out of it. So I've done things as wild as that, and then outside of that, I've started with a small club called the Coffee Cave by my dear friend John Murray. He had a place called the Coffee Cave here in New Jersey, where he gave me my first chance to stand on stage and sing my little song called Second Chance in Love. So I did that. That was my first club break as far as singing, and boy, was I nervous. So I look back now, I had more guts then than I have now. So I'm very prayerful. I move forward in faith. So I stand on everyone's stage. You won't see me standing on everyone's stage. Last summer, I was with the community gospel choir on stage in Newark at one of the outdoor events. It was a choir, George Sykes choir. So I did that work as well. So that was a great experience because George Sykes is a tough vocal coach. And he really working several times a week to make sure that the choir sound was tight. And that was a different, disciplined, very driven way for me to sing. So, yeah.
So, now what's on the horizon for you?
Well, I have a bunch of songs that I'm doing, writing to, finding musicians for. I'm trying to figure out my next song. So I have a praise song that I'm working on right now. I'm not going to say the name of it, but that's already on a producer's table, and they're going back and forth to try to see musically where to get it, how to optimize it. So that's actually a praise song for me. And then there's a song, something along the lines of Be Present. Be Present was about the state of mind we're in as far as being focused on what's happening in front of us. I have another song that speaks to the nature of people, that they shouldn't worry so much about things that they can't change, and how we grow and develop, and that life is supposed to bring challenge, so we can expect it and embrace challenge. So I have a song like that coming out as well, that I'm working on. It's just, how do you deliver such a message to this world, to these people that are hurting? So I'm trying to speak to that part of people's spirits that are hurting, including mine. And including my own. I feel just the way everyone else feels, reading the news feeds, and every day you don't know what to expect. Just recently we had people committing suicide, and you have to back to back. People are not coping like they look like on Facebook. You're not dealing very well with things. I have my crying moments with things. I'm surprised. I never thought I'd see in my lifetime some of the sentiments expressed so easily. So I'm going to try to see a healing force through music. So I'm writing some stuff that I normally never thought of writing before, but I think it's time to speak and to try to be healing. Not necessarily gospel, but, I have to mention spirit somewhere in there.
Just speaking of suicide, and that the two that you're probably talking about are too high profile for this guy's Pete Baden, Anthony Bourdain. But last Sunday, a young lady, I'm from Patterson, New Jersey. A young lady climbed on a bridge and she jumped off and killed herself. That's the. Now I know about that because that was Logan Patterson. She was in high profile, and it is happening all the time. It's happening all the time. People giving up and just saying that's it. And the fact that you would, want to think of some of the things.
I wanted to call these youngsters back and say, don't end it so fast. I'm gave away the name of my company. I'll just say the name of my song. It's called Soon. One word.
Soon.
Soon.
Soon. Oh, Soon. Okay.
Soon. It's the name of the song.
Right. Well, we need it. We need it.
You know, like, wait. There's a reason why you're going through this. Wait, weather storm. You know, sit with me. Stay with me. Find a friend, pick up the phone, but stick it out. Because there is light at the end of the tunnel. And soon you'll see them. You know, soon is like just one of those things that I'm hoping in its ebb and flow. You know how you have people that kind of, I don't know what you call them, but they have a hum to them, almost like a yoga sort of hum.
Okay.
I'm hoping to incorporate that yoga, that relaxing. I don't even know what you call that kind of thing in music. It's like a hum, you know, like something like that. It's going to be a strange, different kind of song as usual, but for me, it's going to incorporate that kind of I don't even know what you call it, but it's going to have a feeling just in the singing of the word soon that will hopefully reel people back. Hold on, it's not over. Soon it's going to be that thick cloud will lift. You know, you'll be able to look back and see the reason for why you went through that, whatever it is.
Well, I would say the sooner you release it, the better. Because, you know, you just never know who you're going to touch. You know, I always say it all the time. You know, Vanessa, I really have been blessed. I've never been depressed in my whole life. And when people say I've been depressed, I really can't say I honestly know what that is. Not as in me, I've been upset, I've been worried about things. I mean, I never, felt like, oh, God, my life is over. I've never been there. And I know several people, I know quite a few people in my life who've been there. And I've been blessed that way. So the sooner you put it out, the better. You know?
Okay.
People who
I will just started it, but you know, it's a lot of, I got to work on other people. Life is happening for everyone. This is another thing that I've grown up in. You know, the more people you work with, the more chance that somebody's going to be affected by life, and there's going to be a stopgap of somebody. So, like, you have to wait on people. But that's another thing. I've learned patience in this. I don't start projects without a date. I try not to anyway. Those are projects that never finish. And I'll share this real quick with you. I don't want to make the mistake of doing too many graveyard projects with people who are notorious for never releasing anything. They'll record you and as much as you want to record, but your stuff will never meet anyone else's ears. I call those graveyard projects.
Okay. Right.
There's a lot of graveyard songs that are beautifully sitting in somebody's hard drive that will never make it out.
Right.
And so I don't want to be that kind of producer. So, you know, it's something I've watched and seen the phenomena of people die and then all of a sudden their stuff gets released.
Right.
You know, so it's not a good thing. I would rather have celebrated Prince's songs while he was here. So many of them.
Yeah.
And this stuff.
Do you have any final thoughts that you would like to share or maybe go back over or re-emphasize?
My final thought is I hope that the people that are enjoying music will get used to the idea of embracing new music, because I'm excited about what I'm doing. New music is a difference in style, unique music that's like, oh, okay, this is different, and I kind of like it, you know. So, you know, I won't be doing pop music. I don't envision myself doing pop music.
Okay.
And just because creatively, for me, that's kind of a something thing. I have ideas in my head. So you can expect to see different, unique sounds, different takes, different constructs, composition of songs from me. And so get ready, get happy, and support me. I need it. I sing for me and I sing for you. I sing for me and I sing for you. So,
if you send us your stuff, the music, we'll play it. By the way, I just was on YouTube and I saw it, Cody Alley. It's on YouTube. I don't know if you're aware of it. Yes, it's on there. No, matter of fact, it's you. It's you. it's your YouTube page.
Okay.
Yeah, I just subscribed. So you're picking up subscribers already.
Yeah, I have some interesting material. Even when I was learning how to use recording software in the window and tools and now Cubase, I share those experiences because people share good stuff with me. You should try this and you should try that. Being a producer, When I first started, people were saying, "Stay in your lane, sing the song and be something." I want to learn more. I want to learn how to do it all so that at least I can respect other people's part of the puzzle.
Right.
So I ended up recording and doing some production work.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, speaking of software, I've had Ableton Live Sleep 9 for 3 years easy. I still can't work it.
Maybe you're just not into it. I discovered that it takes me way too long. It's just I'm not into it. Like for me sitting down trying to make a beat.
Okay.
There's too many booms and bits and beats and boots to me. It's just too many choices. It drives me crazy. So I found that it's better for me to be given a template and to develop from there. I'm not one of those that develops from nothing and it blooms from there. No, I have to have some structure. Otherwise, I think it's the Libra in me. I can't make choices and I guess it's part of my journey is to learn how to make choices. A more efficient, less ego damaging way.
Well, we're right down to the wire here. If people want to contact you, how can they contact you, follow you, or?
I have a Facebook page. So you can send me messages through my page or send me through Messenger. I lock some of that Messenger stuff down. You can imagine I get a lot of sidebar stuff, so I can lock it down. But you can also reach me if you want to work with me either through the Cyberjams label. You can reach out to the Cyberjams label for real professional work that you want to work with me on, or you can message me on Facebook. But if you choose to message me on Facebook, I want you to have a catalog of music that you've produced yourself that I can reference and that I can have my others from my team review before I work with you. I won't want anyone directly and immediately because I've had problems with that.
All right, so you have a fan page on Facebook? Okay, can you just say the name of it?
It's just Vanessa L. Smith. It's just my name. I can see through the link of that. It's hard to discern. I'm thinking about renaming it, but it's my name, Vanessa.
Okay.
Vanessa. It's Vanessa or Vanessa 71.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up. That's a great question.
Okay. All right. So the Vanessa L. Smith, they can definitely get to you and message you that way.
Yeah, the
correct?
page is Vanessa Smith with no initial. The fan page is Vanessa Smith with no initial. So I'm looking at it now. It's Vanessa Space Smith at the Vanessa Smith and the number 1. So Vanessa is PHENESSASMITH 1. So Vanessa Smith at Vanessa Smith 1.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's been a fun call, and I guess I had to pick up the pen and learn a few things too. And well, we're going to be doing. I'm sorry.
I hope people have fun with my music. I hope people go out and listen to them singing along. I get energy from people. I love getting love from the people I sing to. I make eye contact. I walk up to people. I touch people. I'm that kind of person. So it's just a real fun thing for me. And it speaks to my personality as a Libra. I'm a true Libra, and I love what I do. And I love love.
Okay. You got it. We're getting it here.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And we're going to be airing this not this Monday, but the following Monday. So it takes about a week or so to put everything together. And,
and do you lay music on top of it? What do you do?
Well, yeah, we can. Well, what we do, we'll have the interview will be straight talk. But the tricky part with the vocals and with the music is that Facebook will many times mute it and all different services. So that's the problem we have with that. So maybe we can figure out a way to get that done. We'd love to feature the music.
Send you the music, but it will have to be. Can you manage to get it from TrackSource, because sending music out has been a problem with the label. It's going to be released on Friday. We don't give music out anymore because the case was a very expensive project. And I'm executive producer, but I'm just asking people to please put money towards it. So that on Friday it's be released on TrackSource, and then 2 weeks after that, it goes out to all the other places like iTunes and Juno and Slacker. It goes out everywhere 2 weeks after it's released. So, also they just grab it. There's 4 different versions of it, the remixes and everything. And then let's pump it out. Let's promote it big. I'm a big promoter.
Okay, about that too.
Yeah.
So if you could do me a favor, once it's on TrackSource, let me know, and we'll put the word out. That'll coordinate perfectly with when it comes out. It won't be out this Monday, but next Monday the show will be on. So that'll coordinate perfectly. All
right.
Okay then.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you know my number.
Okay, absolutely.
All right. All right.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.